Honesty will not earn you a large circle of friends, but it will always earn you the right ones, the ones who love and respect you for who you are. In a world where everyone is caught up in their own issues, insecurities, and ambitions, don't waste your time thinking about what other people think about you. The truth is, most people are too busy thinking about themselves. Every second you spend comparing your life to someone else is a second stolen from your own life. Stop using someone else's measuring stick to measure your success. Happiness is not in other people's approval, but in the satisfaction of your own mind. One of the hardest but most precious lessons in life is the understanding that people change. The people you used to call best friends may turn into strangers, and that is okay. Life moves on, and so should you. Learning to be content with being alone is one of the strongest strengths you can have. If your happiness is contingent on the company of others, you give them the power to control your mood. Instead, be independent. Learn to be content with your own company. Keep your progress to yourself, and let your success be heard. Share your victories, not your goals, because quiet work leads to thunderous victory. Don't be afraid of loneliness. Loneliness is much better than being with people who don't suit you. The people who demand the most from you are often the people who give the least to your life. Be cautious about where you invest your energy. Take things seriously, but not yourself. Life is there to be lived, enjoyed, and learned. Fear is not the enemy. It is simply a sign that you care. Don't let fear stop you. Instead, let it lead you to what matters. Never make a permanent decision on a temporary feeling. Feelings come and go, but the aftermath lasts forever. Think about your actions first, and never allow a fleeting moment to determine your destiny. If you put someone on a pedestal, you allow them to look down on you. Treat yourself with enough respect to maintain your dignity. People will always advise you from where they are standing and with prejudice. Listen to them, but don't accept everything as true. Not everything in your mind needs to be told to the world. Sometimes the strength of silence is greater than words. Light is quicker than sound. This is the reason some people appear wise until they open their mouth. Don't look for happiness outside of you. It's inside you, waiting to be hugged. You owe nothing to the person you once were, but you owe everything to the person you are becoming. Self-care is the art of realizing that you are your own biggest enemy. Take the obstacles you put in front of yourself down. Your parents, as imperfect as they are, have taught you something that you do not yet appreciate. Discrediting their advice because they don't have a degree is misplaced. Life teaches more than books. Overthinking is the quiet killer of peace. It distorts reality, causes undue stress, and inflates things out of proportion that aren't even there. The next time you catch yourself spinning, ask yourself, will this matter in 10 years? If the answer is no, let it go. Your body is the only house you will ever live in for the rest of your life. Treat it with respect, tender, loving care, and feeding. The way you treat your body now will determine the quality of your later life. If someone insists constantly that they are telling the truth, beware, they are likely covering something. You are only accountable for one thing: how you spend the time you have today. Spend it well. The greatest mistake people make is comparing their behind-the-scenes drama to someone else's highlight reel. Social media isn't real. Don't let illusions dictate your worth. Just because you miss someone doesn't mean you need them in your life. Missing someone is a normal step in healing. If you pick a partner based on looks alone, you will soon find that beauty doesn't raise children, values do. In life, you can't have everything. Every gain has a cost. To know your true friends, watch those who speak well of you behind your back and correct you to your face. Letting go is hard, but sometimes it is the best thing you can do. With time, the more you confront your fears, the more fearless you will be. Never put someone first who only thinks of you as an option. If you are friends with everyone, you are being disloyal to yourself. Change is inevitable. You don't live once. You live 1,000 lives in one life, each of them shaped by the decisions you make. Life is richer and more fulfilling when you can find the good in people. You can cut all the flowers, but you can't stop spring from coming. People's actions speak louder than words ever will. Every decision you make is a dot that will eventually join up to form the bigger picture of your life. Commitment starts the journey. Consistency takes you there. Persistence brings you home. You may fall in love many times, but not all love stories are meant to have a happily ever after. If someone leaves, have faith that it's for the best. If someone is trying to bring you down, it just means you are higher than them. Don't promise something you have no intention of doing. Your word is something. Going back to an ex is like wearing dirty clothes after a shower. It just doesn't make sense. Keep an open mind, but learn from failure like a scientist. Your purpose is not something you find. It is something you create. Your life can change in the blink of an eye. Appreciate what you have and make the most of every second. Chasing happiness will bring you misery until you realize that happiness is the journey. You only have the present moment. Make it count. Be smart enough to take advice, but wise enough to know who to take it from. The more grateful you are, the more beautiful you will see the world. Life does not get easier. You get stronger. Success is not about more. It is about being wise with what you already have. Most people let fear set them back, but you can be better than that. You can't swim to new shores if you're not willing to lose your idea of the beach. It's never too late to start again. People are going to try to put their fear and limitations on you. Build a shield of protection against negativity. Never give people your past if they don't understand. Some will turn it back on you. Good times will show you your worst moments. You are stronger than you realize. Every storm you have weathered has made you who you are today. Out of the struggles come miracles. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. You are braver, wiser, and stronger than you realize. Change is not the enemy. It is an invitation to be more. Keep your expectations to yourself, and life will surprise you pleasingly. Bad days lead to better days. Let your self-improvement keep you so busy that you have no time for negativity. People will come and go, but the lessons they leave you with will shape you forever. At the end of the day, your life is what you make it. No one can live it for you. Be careful of your choices, learn from every moment, and never give up on being the best you that you can be.